See if that works now. Okay, now it's working. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was trying to make. It wouldn't let me comment or nothing on what I was trying to do. And I got a surprise too. What two are in here? Who else is in here? Joshua? Hi, Joshua. Yeah, like I don't know what happened just a minute ago. I couldn't post anything. Like I couldn't post a comment or nothing. It said YouTube don't support um private messages or something. All right, I know Josh is here. Perfect, perfect. Just the three I wanted to see. Just the three I wanted to see. Perfect. And present. I'm writing a message. Not all of you. Okay, how do I do this? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe. And you, Josh. Oh well. You can hear me? Awesome. No, it's okay. You can hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Awesome. Now, I want to show you what I got and yours, Joshua. Yes, and yours. Now my eye hurts. So I will show you what my parents got me for Christmas. And I think I'm going to do a raffle, not on this one, but a different one, and raffle it off. So let me clear my junk off of it first. That's why you're a mess. You're a mess. Fine. I put the thing up there so you could join the panel. Guess I did it right, right? Yeah, I think I did. Ow. Let me see. I'm trying to guess. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Blue light. No, that's not it. All right. I'm not going to put that. Leave that blank and see if I can do it now. Yeah. Comments. Okay. Leave it as this. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm trying to figure out how to invite. Sorry, I told you. This is all brand new to me. I'm trying to get Joshua. All right, Joshua. I put it in the comments. I put the stream. for this. Did you find it? Oh, yay. Can you hear me?
I think so.
Awesomeness.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Awesomeness. There we go. Told you I knew it did. It takes a minute.
Oh, cool. You got a split screen too. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I get to pick all different ways to do it. It's awesome.
Sweet. How does the audio sound?
It sounds really
Doing
good.
everything.
You actually sound
Good.
really loud.
Oh, well, I could turn that down. Well, no, I guess I could if I redid all the settings, but I could always talk a little quieter.
Can you see the comments too? Like you get to see the same thing I do, right?
I believe so. I'm looking at you're in the show down at the lower left with my webcam, and then I see the main shot with the jab over. Well, yeah, it's backwards, but jab on this side, the me on this side, and then the private chat and comments and everything
Perfect.
up on the
That's
far
exactly
right.
what I see.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I see. This is what I got for Christmas, and this is what I'm going to probably auction off. Not this one, but a brand new one. Because this one's mine, and I'm keeping it for my next giveaway.
What is that?
I'm gonna show you. Hold on, I'll plug it in.
All right, and so this is being watched up on YouTube, right?
Huh? Yeah, it goes by itself on YouTube.
Okay.
This is my
well,
coffee. Hold on, I'm turning my camera.
Well, what I
on.
did was on my computers, I went ahead and closed YouTube out to make sure I'm not trying to do two streams at once, so my bandwidth doesn't.
Yeah,
get
I don't echo. That's what I did by accident. Okay. Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you. Hey.
This is my coffee table. Can you see it?
Yeah. Is that?
It's a gaming table.
I was gonna say that looks very. Whoa! What's going? What am I looking at?
It's my coffee table.
What on earth? This is like a giant tablet.
Yep. It comes with everything.
I need one of those for my wall. I couldn't sit here doing this all day. I mean, look at me. I'm in a recliner. I like going backwards so much. I like click, get locked up in there up on the wall.
Look at all these games.
There we go. Oh my. Well, see, those are all kind of things I don't really play. I play like older school first-person shooters, and I play.
They have anything you can get in a tablet. You can get on here.
Well, can you get like, The Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart? You can't. You can get an emulator and everything else, but if you're gonna go through all that, you might as well
Waking up.
I said to play like Mario Kart and stuff like that, you'd have to have an emulator and all that.
You're breaking up. It sounds like you're underwater.
I'm trying not to. I think it's you. I'm watching your camera all skip around and everything.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
It's you. It's yours. I think.
Well, hold on. Let me try. Well, if I do that, it might drop the connection.
Yep, it's yours.
And I have to restart, so I'm gonna just leave it alone.
Yeah, did you see it? Did everybody see it?
You there?
It's got all kinds of games.
Yeah.
My grandkids loved it. You can play tic-tac-toe. I can even play my plants at the house.
Yeah. Can you do like digital board games? Like, let's say you want to play Monopoly.
Yeah.
Could you just load Monopoly on it and just play regular without all this internet adware and purchase to play and all that craziness?
Nope, I don't have to purchase nothing.
Okay, thank goodness, because it would be sad to hit Monopoly and it's like, Monopoly. Advertisements, on every other turn or something, I'd be like, I'd pay for the Monopoly game because I'm all for paying for products, but I couldn't see. I have a hard time seeing anything on Android or Apple now being worth anything but adware. I will admit that the video editor I'm using with Android, I paid like $13 one time, or it's like $4 a month, and it was worth it. I've got a remote app for cell phones with infrared senders that I spent like $4 or $5 on years ago. That was worth it. But so far, that's all I've really found worth it on Android. And there's an audio mixing thing. And
What
actually,
I like
that
is
was one
I
of those
don't have
things.
to count
It wasn't
money
worth
or
it.
anything.
What's that?
It counts the money and does everything for you. So
Oh well,
roll the
I like
dice.
doing math, but see, you got to understand, I like doing math. But that is cool how you roll the dice and everything. That is really cool.
Yeah.
It does. It looks a lot like the original game. I'm bravo.
See the legs? It's literally like this is a small one. It has
That's
a
a
bigger.
small
They
one.
have a bigger one. This
That
one's a
thing looks as
small
big as
one.
my TV.
Huh?
I said that thing looks as big as my main TV, and you're saying that's a small one?
Yeah, this is a small one. I'm trying to find the coaster. They come with coasters and everything.
Uh-oh. Come on, camera. There we go. Sometimes the USB camera likes to fuzz up on me.
It has
Infinity. Oh, that's the name of the table. So it's got coasters.
Yep.
Okay. Neat. That's
everything.
really neat. And yeah, and I imagine they don't interact with the glass. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And like I
That
said,
is really cool.
like,
See that I think that's something that maybe 5 or 10 years ago, when my mom was still alive, and they had the kids over every couple times a year for Christmas, Thanksgiving stuff. Something like that would have probably been really awesome. But,
right, and that's what I said. I have my grandkids over here.
yeah, but they're all the grandkids are grown now, and they get, like I said, they're going to be living in a big RV camper down in South Florida for the winters, and then up in Maine for the summers. So they're enjoying. My dad and my stepmom are enjoying their retired life. I tell you what, my stepmom is so lucky. My dad, accepted her, after my mom died, because my dad's such an awesome person, and
this is your stepmom, right?
Yeah, this is my dad's high school girlfriend he married after my mom died.
After your original mom that adopted you first.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like I said, she's a lucky woman, because I see why my dad didn't marry her. She's a kind of a rough female,
My mom is a twit, but my dad is amazing.
but they're happy, and they're having a great time together. Because her roughness is easy to pass on as mature adults.
Like roughness,
and it's
mean or like strict?
No, just fucking this and fucking that, because we're Christians, so we're rather proper with our language. And she talks like she's lived a different life.
Right.
So it's not who she is, it's just how she represents.
Right.
That's a little rough. But again, because she's a good person, we readily see right past that, and I'm so happy my dad's not lonely. And neither is her. Like I said, she got real lucky. She got real lucky that my dad married her, because, wow. My dad could have anybody he wanted if he wanted somebody.
Right. But yeah, what do you guys think of the table?
I think it's great. Oh yeah, you're watching the YouTube chat. I can't watch YouTube. I said, excuse me. I said I'm not watching the YouTube chat. I'm over here in the StreamYard.
Yeah, I had to do StreamYard too.
Yeah, I might be able to go.
YouTube changed. You can now do YouTube on your phone with less than 1K subscribers.
Well, I've always been able to do live from my laptop from day one.
Yeah, but not your mobile.
Who cares? Oh yeah, if you got 1,000 viewers or more, yeah, I've heard of that a long time ago.
But now you can do it without 1,000.
Oh really? Well, fantastic, because I've always literally been like sitting here thinking, well, I got to drag my laptop everywhere, hotspot off my phone if I want to do a live mobile. I've never done it, but I've always said I could do it. I could force it to happen. But I'm so glad they finally did it the right way, because they really needed to do that way for a long time now.
Right.
For real. All right, well, like I said, since I got 2 internet connections, let me, oops, that was the wrong one to disconnect from. Let me switch over. I've got this one on the DSL while folding up, and I'm going to switch this over to the hotspot and load up YouTube.
So like my unfinished room.
There we go. All right.
This is my ghost room. This is where all my ghosts are.
Oh, and this is that Chinese tablet I was talking about. It's a nice big screen. It is pretty sharp. But look at the software on this thing. click YouTube, waiting and sitting here watching the battery just drop while it's because the Wi-Fi on this is just there's something wrong with the software. You know, it's all Android. If I could just get a good Android on this and learn how to get into the system and reset it and everything, it might be worth more than I've been basically just going to use it. See, look, still loading. Now, if I turn the Wi-Fi off, it'll load right up. But then there's no internet. You have to just do whatever's downloaded. It's like.
I'm probably with the raffle. Because that it costs so much. Like this, I want to do the big one. I might even do the little one. The little one costs like, I think it was $800 or $1,100 for this one. The other one I think is $1,300.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'll probably do the raffle. I don't know. I got a big knot on my head. If anybody can see, I hit my wall the other day.
I can see it now that you mention it. Yeah, I see it.
It's gigantic. I hit the corner. I hit the corner of the wall on my head, my nose, and my forehead. I think I broke my nose, so it doesn't need to get any bigger.
Oh.
So my mom for Christmas, I wanted a nose job. A butt lift.
I'd love to have this deviated septum surgically repaired. I've never been able to breathe out of my nose since it got broken when I was 3 or 4 years old. And same with my jaw. It's been like that since I had it broken when I was adults just beating the shit out of me when I was a kid, man. And like this ear up in here, something's wrong. If I put pressure on it or if I pull on it just a little bit, I can hear nice and clear. But if I don't, or that air pressure settles back down, I lose a lot of the higher frequencies and a little bit of bass out of this ear. And again, a little bit of surgery would fix it, and I could hear 110%. But I'm poor because I'm a retard, so I was beaten as a baby, born missing 20% of my brain, hooked on meth. Oh, and of course, as we all know, she got a welfare check for it. Do what?
My parents, you're talking so fast, I couldn't even understand what you're saying. Something left.
Okay. I said I was born to a meth head hooked on it, missing parts of my brain, and they gave me to her and handed her a paycheck for it.
Oh, yeah.
Welfare. You know, and then when that wasn't enough for her drugs, she had another baby. Then she had another one. Remember I showed you the dates earlier? And then when that wasn't enough, the dude she had come over and was prostituting too, she let sodomize me for money. That's sexual slavery according to the definition.
Hold on, I gotta find my phone here.
And I'm not laughing because of that. I'm laughing because of the mood we're in. So anyway, I don't think it went in the chat right, but like I was saying earlier, you know what I got for Christmas, right?
What?
A 1 month notification. I got to be out of here.
I got that a couple Christmases ago.
Yeah, but I'm disabled. There's a big difference. Big difference when you're disabled. You know, you don't have a decent source of income. You can't get a job because you got your seizures and stuff, which is why I can't have a driver's license. So I can't even, you know what I'm saying, move myself in the town. I got to have people drive me and my stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. Plus, a lot of places want 3 times the rent that you know for what you make. And when you're disabled, you barely make the rent, but you could make it, but they don't, you know. So after talking to a few people at church and stuff, I rode around town last week on my electric bike, found a few places that look like they're abandoned, but there's just no way to get a hold of anybody. So I had this great idea. I went ahead and went into picture editor today and made me up these things, 4 to a sheet of paper, made about 6 of them, so I got total 24. I'm going to start putting these on the doors that I find in places that look like they're abandoned and, you know, need somebody to rent. And hopefully in the next couple of weeks, somebody will come by and see these, and I'll be handing these out to people at church too.
Right.
So, I mean, it's got to be better than nothing. I tried calling both of the local hotels that's got the lowest rates in town, and neither of them answered the phone. I let it, ring forever and tried all day. And it's like, I can't even find out availability or rates or anything because it won't answer the phone. So maybe tomorrow, again after church, I'll stop by the one that's on the north side of town that's closer to where I'm located at. Well, the Saturday Soup Kitchen. I volunteer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's something I enjoy a lot and work my way up into a leadership position too. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. So I don't have to do too much of the grunt work, and I actually get relied on a lot to lead.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And train new people who are unfamiliar.
I know.
But yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop by the hotel tomorrow and at least try to talk to them, somebody real human about.
It sounds like you live in a bird sanctuary.
Do what?
I was like, just tweets.
Oh, well, that's just one. No, that's both of them. They're both going off. And yeah, and it's crazy because it's nice. Well, it's because I'm talking. They absolutely love listening to me talk. They love it. They'll chirp and stuff to some people on TV and get noisy. But when I start talking, yeah, he's over here bobbing his little head and everything. I got him up in the cages right now because I didn't know we were going to be doing this. I put them up about 10 minutes after, right before I got onto this, and well, otherwise I'd have them out and they'd probably be flying around, even jumping on the TV. Well, I don't know about jumping on the TV. They, and I'm not kidding when I type in the chat on the AFC Matters, when I say in the chat on AFC Matters, when I type Jay just flew over onto the TV because he likes DJ Just Jay, okay? I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. My little bird doesn't do this for very many people, but DJ Just Jay, okay, I'm not kidding. He hears him, and 2 out of 3 times, he flies over and sits on the TV once or twice on a live podcast. That's the only shows he does it for. What on earth is that? Oh, it's a little... there's the mouse going. It's a little, what is it, a guinea pig?
Yeah.
Guinea pigs? Oh, that's... Okay. Well, now I get why you call them guinea pigs. Or piggies. Okay, I get it now. I didn't get it.
They love me. I love them. I do. I love them so much. My granddaughters wanted guinea pigs, and I promised her a guinea pig. And then her mom said, no, you cannot bring it here. So I ended up getting both granddaughters a guinea pig, and they're in my room.
Well,
it's so sweet. As soon as I open the door, they go,
oh my gosh. What are you going to say today? You're on display today.
So lovable.
Oh, almost. Come on, KK.
Oh my God. My husband bought me dinner, and it was total opposite of what he ordered me.
I almost forgot to eat dinner today.
So I didn't eat nothing, and I'm starving.
Here we go. Check it out. There's KK on display today. Hi, KK. Say hi to everybody. KK's more disturbed than that.
3 granddaughters and a grandson.
Give my little birdie kisses.
I can't have birds. I got 2 cats. My cats will kill them.
Oh.
My cats will kill me if I let them get to them. My cat killed my son's hamster.
At this point, I don't know if I'd want to live without my little birds. At least.
You're talking to me about a parrot. Is that a parrot?
I'm not saying. What's that?
Is that a parrot?
Well, they are. They're in the parrot family, but they're the smallest of parrots. That's what they're commonly called. That's what they're commonly called, but they're actually budgerigars. They're an Australian parrot.
Oh.
A budgerigar, yeah.
Do you know if you take
or
a crow?
budgies for short.
If you take a crow and split its tongue, he can talk? Did you know that?
Yeah, actually, crows are one of the most intelligent birds.
Yeah, if you split its tongue, it will carry a full conversation with you.
Yeah, they're real intelligent. But
I didn't
they're
believe
also,
my husband's grandmother told me that, and I didn't believe her.
unfortunately,
Oh, no.
they're very predatory and territorial, and they'll chase
Right,
all the little happy birds away.
right.
They're really
Yeah,
not.
and
They're
there's people living up
if
there.
you like yeah, if you like a lot of colorful birds and stuff around your property, they're actually a bad thing to have. You should get rid of them.
Yeah, yeah, because I buy like
I didn't know that until recently either. I
the
found that
bird
out like
seed.
5 or 6 months
Like the
ago.
bird seed squares. They're like it's bird food, and it's in like a mushy square, and you put it in this thing, but the crows scare all the other birds away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and in fact, as soon as I figured out that, um, I actually started to go ahead and carry my BB gun with me. If I see him, I start popping at him. But believe it or not, after I'd hurt,
I have a big fox that's trying to eat my cat, so I got a BB gun in my car. I hope I don't get pulled over.
uh,
I'm
but
gonna get in
anyway,
jail. I'm gonna get shot.
but I never even got to do it. Since I heard about it and I went outside to go make sure that they weren't causing the birds to go away. I never seen them again. Maybe they got the message subliminally, even though that's not real. But I tell you what I love is myself, of course, but watching my little birds, watching the other little birds through the windows, like cardinals and blue jays and sparrows and robins.
Pigeons
I
are
absolutely
very
love
smart.
watching the birds watch each other. Oh, and the squirrels too, and the rabbits.
Yeah, yeah, crows are ugly, but
I
they're
actually kind of
very
like
smart
rabbits.
and very
I
aggressive.
don't want I don't want a pet rabbit, but I actually do like rabbits. You know, I do think they're kind of cute.
That's what color is your bird? You have a yellow bird and a blue bird, right?
Well, they're both mostly blue. One of them's got white accents, and the other one's got yellow accents, which kind of blends to a greenish color down the back.
I know nothing about birds. So.
Yeah, and I know a lot about these little birds, but I'm continuing to learn more about them as I just really want to figure these things out 100%. And from what I understand, if you have a yellow,
you fly around the house? You just let them fly around?
What's that? Oh yeah, of course.
Really?
Of course. Oh yeah, just.
I thought I seen it fly. That's what I said.
See they're on top of the cage right now.
Oh.
See, I even got a little fountain for them. I even got a fountain. See that right there? See right there? I even got a fountain for them that usually sits right there on the cage, but it's nighttime, so I took it down so the batteries can charge.
I see them.
Yeah, and they got what'd you call it? A bird bath. There it is, right there. That goes right up on that, right there. So they got the bird bath right next to the little fountain. I got a little mirror facing up there. I don't know if you can watch my video.
What happened? Oh, I think we lost him. Yeah, I don't like crows either. As you can see, my room is being redone. This is my haunted room. This is where all the ghosts are. This is where the ghosts sleep. It's getting there. It's getting there. My floors will be in soon. This is my son's bedroom. So, I got new windows put in. You can't really see them because I put a curtain up so nobody can see in my window. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. Hello. I hate being called ma'am. It makes me feel so old. Ma'am is my grandmom. I do like getting carded when I go to the store. It makes me feel good. Happy New Year to you too. It's raining here. Is it raining anywhere else? Is it raining where you guys are? Sorry that you're staring at a saw. Is it raining where you are? I have no idea. My house is never going to be done. Ever. Because once this room's done, the living room's getting done. And once the living room's getting done, the kitchen's getting done. Once the kitchen's done, my bedroom's getting done. So probably like next year. It's not raining or snowing in Ohio. It's snowing in Canada. I will never live in Canada. I hate snow. My birthday's in a couple days. I'm a winter baby. I hate snow. Yeah, yeah. I feel like it's never done. Yeah, it is always snowing in Canada. It's always cold there too. I don't want to live anywhere cold. I want to move like Florida or the Caribbean. Hold on 1 second. I don't know how to do it. Hold on, Josh. I'm trying. I am trying it. Hold on. There we go. I'm back in. I kicked myself out. I didn't mean to. There we go. Good? Sorry. I kicked myself out.
Yeah, you're good. That's what. Yeah, it was kind of my fault too. I got a little too herky jerky with the cord, and it ended up loosening out of the USB socket.
I kick myself out of the stream at least 3 times a day. So, thank
What's
you.
that?
My birthday's not till the 20th. So,
Oh, look! The little bird's playing around like they always do. Look! The little bird. See, he's up on little swing I made the other day. They just having a blast.
I see nothing. I have the worst eyes. Unless it's like 3 feet big, I can't see nothing. I can't even see when I drive. I guess where I'm going.
Okay, well I got it about as close as I can get it without jerking on the cord.
My husband bought me a brand new car. Excuse me. My husband bought me a brand new car, an Acura.
But do you see it? Do you see it in the center of the Do you see it in the center of the screen?
Yeah.
My
husband bought me an Acura, and it has a turbo in it. I already got.
Oh my!
Yeah. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
I'll try not to. I'll see if I can't get them into this picture a little better. I really wish I could figure out how to zoom on this camera. There's a way to do it with software. But, oh well. But yeah, you see him, he's just swinging around. I might even just set a tripod pointed at him.
Hey Joshua, for my birthday, you can buy me a green screen.
I need to get a place to live first before I buy anything.
Joking. It was a joke.
I know. I'm just. I know. Oh, this is my green screen.
Joshua,
Yeah.
you have PayPal?
What's up?
You have PayPal?
I do.
Can you make sure it's activated for Tuesday?
I've got PayPal.
Cash App?
Yeah, I got Cash App as
don't
well.
have Cash App. Some places don't have Cash App.
Yeah.
Like Canada.
I should have them both.
Oh my god, I didn't make up one, guys. I'm so sorry. I look so scary. Sorry that you have to see me.
That's all right. You know what I'm going to literally end up doing with this tablet? Since I got YouTube Premium and I can download videos, YouTube on this. I'm just going to put
4 premium.
Well, I pay for the family, which gives you 6 accounts.
Yeah, but I do too. But I still pay for each one. I'm paying for 4 premium channels. My 4 channels.
Okay, wait a minute. Now, remember, you can have a YouTube channel without the premium membership. All the premium membership is for replay, so you don't have commercials when you're replaying. And you can download on your device.
And it helps with Studio.
It shouldn't do anything to Studio.
It doesn't?
Not a thing. Nah, not a thing. It's only for playback. It's only for
Like,
playback.
I have premium on this channel, which we share, you know.
Yeah.
We have me and you share the family thing on this one.
Yeah. Now, what the premium might help with, and again, I don't think so, but just as kind of a backup for myself,
Thank you.
it might help. It might help if you're in, like we're doing this right now on YouTube.
Right.
If you don't have premium, every 5 or 10 minutes there might be an ad.
Oh,
I
that's a
doubt it.
premium, yeah, so.
I doubt it because you're streaming and not actually viewing. But I
Right.
always worry about those kind of things. But that's the only way I can see.
Each one of my channels, I forgot what I was going to say, has a different email. I don't only have one channel. I only do one channel.
You have to have a different email for each channel. That's
right,
that's a given.
for each YouTube account, right?
Well, yes and no.
I don't even use the other ones. I don't know why I had them.
Then you might want to look into getting rid of those. I have 2 accounts under one email. This Joshua Demers Productions and my Dr. Demers. But I set or was it Judge Joshua? I set one of those channels up like as a business channel, and then I have my private, and that's why I have 2 channels on one email, but they're 2 different names. You know what I mean? Whereas my other 6 accounts are all separate email addresses and accounts. The only way they're all tied together is just, like recovery account is, this other email, and you know what I mean?
I don't
Stuff
use
like,
YouTube Premium for nothing but watching YouTube, but that's the only thing I use it for.
That's all. That's all it's for. All it's for is
all I use it for.
No commercials. High priority on the streaming. Like normally you're only supposed to be able to do DVD, quality on your phone and stuff.
My husband can also use my YouTube at the same time I can.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's where the family thing. What the family is.
But I didn't know that. So he's using one account, and I'm using another. I'm paying for 2 separate accounts.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Which is $13 for the premium, and it's $17 or $18 for the family, which gives you 6 accounts. Yeah,
and I did not know that until I made this channel. Remember? And I said, I can do family and share my premium with you guys.
Yep. So you can save yourself $25, $35
I fall through this trash can. Do not laugh at me. I'm sitting on a trash can, a little one too.
Oh. By the way, somebody's asking, is the bird's colors blue? Yes, they're very, very, very blue.
I put that up there like an hour ago. You're way late.
Oh. Wait a minute. Time out. Actually, that was only up there for about 5 or 10 minutes, so I am late. But you put it up an hour or 50 minutes late, and I'm only 10 minutes late. That's why it's
right.
But yeah, like I said, one of those birds.
Premium does nothing but take the commercials out. That's the only thing it does for me.
It does a few more things if you understand it.
But not for me, it does it. So I don't use them. Not for me, it doesn't.
It might. Let me explain these features, and you might be like, "Oh, that's a great idea." All right. It does 2 big things on your mobile devices. It allows you to download your videos for watching later. So if you've got if you go into bad service areas and stuff, as long as you got stuff downloaded on there, you can keep watching it. That's a huge benefit. Other big benefit, and it can even save battery power too, because you're not using radio waves when you're watching your downloads.
Yeah.
The other big thing it does is it allows you to turn the screen off while you're watching your YouTube video, so that you're not using batteries. Also, if you're in a low service area, it doesn't. Since you're not doing just your video, you're just doing the audio now that the screen's off. That makes a difference. You actually get to pick up the audio without stopping every few seconds to buffer.
Right.
Wow. Yeah. So I've been able to sit there not being able to watch a video, but if I hit the power button, like it's just something I'm listening to I hit the power button, I can still listen to it for, it's like, hey, that's worth it, to me. So those are 2 things you might, want to look into taking advantage of.
I can't hear where you are sitting anyway. I'm sitting on a little trash can.
I've got.
Do not laugh at me. Do not laugh at me. I got a new mic today, but for some reason my laptop won't turn on. I just bought this laptop. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's blinking, but it won't turn on. Like it's
Sounds
not.
like some people. That sounds kind of like some people I know. They're blinking, but they just won't turn on.
Right. Me number one. Lights on, but nobody's on. That's what my dad says.
I just realized why you guys are saying it sounds like a bird sanctuary in here, and it's not a big deal to me. 2 reasons. One, I'm already a little tolerant to it, and I just actually happen to enjoy it. I kind of feel
I would not be able to
weird
sleep like that.
stop. But they don't do that. Did you notice they only started doing that when I was talking and started turning on the lights and stuff? They were dead silent until I started talking. Okay, but the reason why is because I've got these earbuds in.
Well,
So it's
I have
blocking most of the sound from them. And I've got these super sensitive microphones right here. So like I said, I can barely hear them because of these earbuds, but I bet it is. I bet it's pretty loud.
If you go in my living, I got more TVs than I do rooms. My husband's got a TV fetish. So,
me too, but I can't afford to feed it.
So in my living
It is what
room,
it is.
there's a 65-inch TV that's playing YouTube constantly, even when I'm not here.
That's what I want to do with this. I want to start downloading videos and putting, my own bird videos on here,
Right.
and just put it over there at the bird cage, and just whenever I'm gone or not paying attention to them, hit play and just let it play bird videos for them because they absolutely love listening to other birdies chirp and even me talking. So
Well,
I said,
in my bedroom,
it's a good sharp screen. I put this right next to it. It'll be like a window to another world for my little birds.
in my bedroom, I have an 85-inch or 82-inch.
I got 42, and I thought I was hot stuff when I got this thing last year. Granted, I only paid $88 brand new at Walmart on sale, and it's actually retailing right now for $250.
That's good.
Well, what it is I was shopping last year. I think it was right before Black Friday, and somebody said, "Hey," employee said, "Hey, if you get the app and get an account with it, subscribe to it. If you get this at 7:00 tomorrow, you get onto this. You get a TV for 42-inch TV for $88."
Right.
He wasn't kidding, so I did that. When it's tossed in my credit card number, $12.50 for the month, which I could cancel in a week or two, if I didn't want to keep the deal. Which I'm glad I did because I actually got like a $250 or $300 sound bar that I gave to my dad for like $120.
Oh.
A month later from the
My
Walmart thing. See what I'm saying? As long as you stay on top of these things, you know what I mean? And sure enough, I tried to order more than one TV, but it wouldn't let me. So that was kind of the trick. But it was still cool. And the TV's sitting right here. And
my hair's still pink in the middle.
Did you say pink?
Yeah, my hair used to be pink. It used to be long and pink. I cut it all off.
Okay, I can see it a little bit when you back up and the light hits it right.
I cut it all. I mean, it was bright pink, like the color of the bar at the bottom.
Ooh.
But
yeah, I'm thinking about painting my lawnmower the same blue color to match my helmet and my electric bike.
Wild hair. I got a lot of hair.
Yeah, you do. I've had a lot of hair a couple of times in life.
I just had 12 inches cut off.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should have sold it for a wig.
I know. Usually I do, but it was pink. I don't think anybody wants a pink wig.
Wait a minute. This is 2021 or
right.
2022.
You're absolutely right.
What, like a minute or an hour 40? It's, well, my time. I think you're an hour ahead.
It's 11:20 here.
Yeah, see, it's 10:20 for me.
Right.
So, you want to see something really crazy? I tripped my breaker the other day, and you can tell which time I did it, obviously, but I turned it back on, and it was literally like 2 minutes off of the actual time when I did it, so I just sat here and left my clock flashing. Ain't that crazy? Oh, and these speakers, man, when I got these things were all dented in. And I took some packing tape and a lot of patience and actually worked them out where it all popped out now, and they sound a lot
I have
better.
zero patience, so
And I got them for like $15 at a yard sale,
right.
and they're actually excellent speakers for being unbranded.
What,
And those are the smallest
you mean
speakers
like
I
not
own.
name brand?
Yeah, but it's
I'm
like
trying to
there's
put my head in
no
the
market.
picture and I'm scooting the wrong way.
What's that?
I was trying to put my head in the picture and I kept scooting this way.
I know. Yeah, my webcam does the same thing. My cell phones, my Android devices does it fine. I move this way and I'm moving this way.
Right.
But yeah, my webcam when I'm watching it, it's totally backwards. It tripped me out the first couple of times, especially the first time I had myself on the big screen and I'm doing this. I think I was maybe a little buzzed or something, and I was just laughing my ass off doing this, watching this backwards on the big. I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen for a while. Stupid as I'll get, but the effect just had me balling. What can I say? Cheers. Yeah, check this out.
I have no idea what that is.
Says it's a can or beer soda koozie.
A koozie?
But look at it.
It says America?
It's got Statue of Liberty. Like I can't help myself. I got a flag behind me. I got this over here. I got a little flag lapel I just bought for my safety, my reflective vest for my e-bike. I used to wanted to get back into having a flag hanging from my trunk. On the bike.
What hanging from your trunk? What were you saying? I'm sorry.
A flag. I used to have, like one of those flags you stick in
I'm telling you.
Like in a window.
It's touching me. It keeps touching me. The ghost.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing this. I got an earbud in. That's not going to make me hear any better. I'm being retarded.
Yeah, it keeps touching my shirt.
Weird.
I told you.
But, well, shoot. Where did they...
Watch, guys. You'll notice. You'll notice stuff. Watch. You will notice stuff. What?
Oh, there it is. Cool.
I kept seeing it. It pulled my shirt. It pulled my things. I can feel it touch my shirt.
Okay, here we go.
I can't see them at all.
Make America sane again.
You sound like you're underwater.
And my favorite. I got this one from my dad.
What? What? That's all I heard.
Hold on. Here's one of my favorite books. I'm not a patriot, am I?
I cannot see none of that. I am 40 years old. My eyes are bad.
You need some glasses, though.
Yeah,
I'm 40 years old and I'm legally... I'm 40 years old and I'm legally blind. I'm legally blind. Look at that. Look at how blind I am. And that's my good eye right there. Look at there's my left one.
Boys.
Yeah. But you see how blind I am? Like, yeah, I can barely see two blue dots, a little tiny bit of white, peach, some brown, white, blue, and that's it. It's all fuzz. It's
You're a special guy. Oh God! You should have been banging my word.
But you know what I've done now. Finally, can afford it. As you can tell, these are actually expensive glasses. I spent almost $300 on these things last month.
Why would you spend $200 on these glasses?
Because the $100 ones are terrible.
But it's the same lenses. No? Can't you get the expensive lenses in the cheaper frames?
Nope, you can't. You can't. You really can't. I've been doing this for years. Like that. Why do you think it took me till 40 years old to finally afford it? And I got my contact lenses. I got like $200 worth of contact lenses for the next 5 months. I used one month up already. But these are the cheap glasses. See how bad they glare? Horrible. Yeah. Horrible. Look at these ones. Big difference. Also, I don't know if it's, but look around the edges. See how kind of just round everything looks around the edges? See how my glasses that I'm wearing look just kind of bubbly? Look, we're on YouTube, so I'm doing this for the audience too. What's that?
Not over my shoulder. I keep having to look like that way.
Oh,
So
but anyway, but you see how kind of round and everything, whereas this one here,
Mm-hmm.
boy, this is fun. It's not so bad.
That's what you have. You think? Oh, sorry. You
Also,
think
the other thing is the size. Look how much bigger these are. I can do this and see under here. When I put these on and look under, my field of vision stops at the top of the TV. Everything else now is just blurry. I literally have to sit here like this. I can't do this without losing, So these were like and also these scratch really easy. It's hard to see, but I got some real bad scratches on these. Too easy. I made sure I got the anti-scratch on these. The only thing I didn't get for the extra $30 was the titanium flexible frames, but these already aren't too bad. But I liked how solid these feel. I didn't like that wobbly feel I got on the titaniums and the color. I didn't want a shiny color. I wanted a very dark, flat color because I don't want any more reflections. I'm so sick of, like you were talking about the ghost and everything. Well, imagine seeing this every time you move your head or face or anything. You know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff chasing around the corners of your eyes all day long. And then you go look at it and you're outside of your field of vision because the lenses are so small. So you see why I spent $300 on a pair of glasses.
Right.
It was well worth it. But now I got two pairs. These are the ones I wear inside, and on the property. When I leave the house or I do a project, I don't wear these. I put these away. And I put these ones on because these aren't so bad for being, working in and living in. They're horrible for watching TV, and being in the house. You see what I'm saying? But my goal is to actually wear my contact lenses when I'm out of the house and just carry these in a case as a backup in case my contacts get fucked up or something, which hasn't happened, but still always nice to have a backup pair. Also, like you lost a pair of glasses. Well, because I've got two of them, and I'm real good about keeping them in the cases when they're not on my face.
Right.
I always can find a pair if I'm desperate.
Right.
The other advantage to these is
I break glasses. I break my sunglasses a lot. Like I sit on them by accident when I'm driving.
Yeah. I left and got get organized.
I just feel my chair.
I bet you can't hear me either. I'm over here talking. Come on, here, Buzz, like you can hear me. I'm crazy. Shoot. Well, anyway, I don't know where they are right now, but I got a pair of slip-on sunglasses that look real good that slide over these, but these are too big for. So that's another reason to wear these outside. And I don't have to have glasses to wear them, so I can wear my contacts too. So, yeah, these are my inside darker light glasses, and these are my backup beat-up pair. But the contacts are great, but the contacts are actually not super sharp trying to read text on the screen. And after about 6 hours or so, they can start to get dry. But it's been a lifelong disability that you see I've learned to live with. So that's what I'm talking about. I always carry a case. And like I said, this I toss on my bike when I take off. Got me a contact case with some fluid in it and stuff.
It takes me forever to put contacts in.
What's that?
It takes me forever to put contacts in.
Oh, not me. I'm pretty good at it. It's not a big deal to me. But I've been doing it since I was a teenager. I think 13 or 15, something like that. My parents wanted to make sure I was old enough to do it. But I went in and I remember, nobody even knew I was visually deficient until I was 7 years old.
Really?
Because I was so good at compensating for it. I was born that way, and I never knew any different.
Right, you taught yourself how to deal with that,
So I coped with it, and nobody really knew any different until I started getting to a cognitive function where they were like, oh, he can't read this from this far away.
Right.
Without being able to read things, I would imagine it'd be difficult. Now, I remember one of the telltale signs, in my opinion, was I used to always sit really close to the TV, even when the screen was, 25 inches, and back, in the 80s, not early 90s, that was a big TV. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And I used to sit right, I mean, this far away from the TV. And I'm not kidding when I say that, okay, it's fuzzy. Now it's kind of clear in my right eye. Now it's clear in my left eye. You see how close I have to be to be able to read? Yeah, that's bad, ain't it? But anyway, so they always wondered. And, you know, looking back, I realized why. It was because the TV was the only way I could see like a normal person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The TV screen was as clear as the technology would allow.
So
And
do
as
you have
long as my
Instagram?
eyes... Me?
Yeah.
I had signed up for it a long time ago, but I don't do Facebook. And when I found out Instagram was
It's not
Facebook, I was like,
Facebook, it's Instagram.
yeah, but it's Facebook. It's run by Facebook, and anything affiliated with Facebook, nope. Push that shit to the side, get it out of my life. I never signed up for Facebook in the first place. Yeah, I don't have Instagram. I'm just do YouTube.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I have Instagram, but I do
I
like
don't
something.
even.
I
I
don't
never
even know
really.
how to use it, really.
That's what I was saying. I kind of, like I said, I only got it on it because Tommy Sotomayor was posting on it. And was, back when I was trying to support all these other people, and he's like, follow me on Instagram,
yeah.
blah blah blah. So I did it, and like I said, the moment I realized it was Facebook, out.
Right.
As much as I want to support people and all that, and with the short time I did try it out, I couldn't.
I did not know that. I did not know
out.
Facebook owned Instagram. I really didn't.
Yeah, they do. I never figured out how to use it all. Just seemed a little
like I barely
crazy
know how
to
to
me.
use Twitter, so barely know how to use it at all.
Yeah.
I don't know how to use Instagram. I don't even know what Instagram's for. I have it,
Is it?
but I don't know what it's for.
Wait a minute. Isn't that what we're talking about, Instagram?
Yeah, I don't know what it's for.
Okay.
I have one.
I'm guessing it's just for public posting, pictures and short videos.
You can post videos to Instagram. Like, which one can't you post videos to? Like long
TikTok you can, but TikTok's
They're
Chinese,
short.
man.
And they're short, right?
TikTok is CCP all the way. You go on TikTok and the Chinese are watching you.
Yeah, I know that.
And they're also allowing you to be depraved and follow bad or encouraging bad behavior in Americans to bring us down internally. I mean, the best way to defeat a nation nowadays is to take them out from the inside out. And what better way to do that than have all your youth grow up indoctrinated into transgenderism,
Oh my God!
making TikTok videos all day, dressed up like clowns. You know what I'm saying? And it feeds their need for attention in a very bad way. And when they realize what's going on with them, you know what I'm saying, it's too late. Or they're gonna die and they never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer, in
My black eye.
I wouldn't say you have to answer for what you've done when you
I'm
die
right
and go,
behind you.
when
I'm
you die and
exhausted.
face God. If you're forgiven, if you're born again Christian and you're forgiven, when you die and you face the judgment of God, that atonement for your sins, that forgiveness, is what gets you past that. And that's believing in Jesus and all that. But that's not what I'm getting into. My point is, though, is that takes not atonement.
Good night.
Shoot, I forgot the word I'm looking for. But you have to, you have to want to be Christ-like. You have to atone for your sins. No, use that word again. That's not it, man. I'm not all biblical tonight. But anyway, you have to be apologetic for your sins. You have to be humble. You have to realize, that you are wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you can admit that you're wrong, then you can get into heaven. If you think you're always right, you're going to hell. I guess that's the simple way to put it.
Right. Yeah.
And the TikTok is encouraging people to obsessed with their addictive behavior, focus on things
I
that are
look
not
so
godly.
tired. Oh my God, I look miserable. I have to be back. I have like bags under my eyes. Look at that. I got caught up in gutter today. That big knot on my head. So
yeah, I got some bags under my eyes, but they're permanent from all that stress when I was a kid.
look at that.
And as an adult.
I have lotion right away. Hello?
That's an interesting idea. Okay, I'll stop that.
You know my nerves. You know my nerves.
Somebody call you it?
My husband. He calls to make fun of me. He's literally in the room. He's 2 doors over. He calls to sing crazy stuff to me.
Well, tell him when he did that, he made you look all kind of
I know, like
twisted crazy. You were like stuck like this for like 30 or 40
I never
seconds.
that, God. Oh my God.
Man, it is uncommonly hot. It is New Year's
Well,
Eve,
guys,
almost New Year's Day, and it is hot. I got a fan blowing on me here. I had one over there. I had my AC going earlier, but I tried to cool the whole place down so that I wouldn't have to have it running while we're doing this. In fact, even this is just, I didn't mean to have this on, but just, man, it's hot.
I have got to get ready and go because the ball drops here in 30 minutes. Less than 30 minutes.
Yeah, I see.
So I'm going to go watch that with my husband. I'll probably pass out. I'm so tired. Look at my bags.
All right, you know what I'm going to do?
What is that?
I am going to medicate with my marijuana.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're getting my channel flagged.
Am I really? It's legal. I mean, I've got my license and cards and bought it at a dispensary.
Oh.
I mean, this is Florida.
I'm
When we edit it, cut it. Hey, look, this is way worse for people than that.
I believe so too. I believe so too.
Sort
My
of.
son has ADHD, and I'm trying to get it where he can take CBD oil.
Oh, CBD? Yeah, I tried that before. I switched from THC to CBD, and it actually made my seizure. It actually made my seizures worse. When I do THC without when I do THC without CBD, it does better with my seizures than nothing. But if I do CBD without THC, it does worse. Well, you gotta. Well, see, that's a couple of things with me. Like I said, my parents refused to allow me medication until I was an adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like no behavioral medication
would you
at all
self-medicate?
for anybody until 18. Well, they told me when you turn into an adult, even though the legal age is 21 for beer and all this, if you want beer, ask us for beer, and we're not the government. When you're an adult, you're an adult. You can make decisions for yourself. Well, I waited until I was 19 before I asked for my first beer. I remember drinking it, and I was like, this doesn't taste good. Didn't care.
Yeah, I was never a big drinker.
Yeah, a few months later, my best friend at the time, my earliest childhood friend, had invited me over to his grandmother's house, which was, I think, 2 doors down from where I was staying or had lived before. And I remember sitting in his neighborhood, or his living room on his couch, and listening to some music and stuff with him. And I took my first couple of hits, and it was so mind expanding. My mind just started thinking of things in different ways, and I started being able to comprehend bigger things around me. The sound started sounding really echoey, and I could hear things better
Yeah, it scared
in the
me.
sound.
It scared me.
No, not me. It was like going to Disney World without leaving the couch. No, I loved it. It was you got to understand. Do you know what Disneyland was? Disney World, yeah, it's Florida. Disney World was to me because I got to go a lot as a kid.
Right, so it wasn't as important to you as it is people that don't live there.
Well, my dad was stationed down there for a few years, and he bought season tickets for all of us, so we went every weekend. They were good.
Right.
But Disney World to me was I mean entertainment, but learning to me is entertainment. So I went there to take in the experience of, again, being in other worlds, learning what imagination is, and being able to use that to not have to dissociate, but to accept and enjoy this non-reality plus the technology. The technology. Oh, I was always sitting there trying to look behind the scenes to see how all the robotics worked and all the lighting worked and all the track features and carts and ride mechanisms and roller coasters, and I just wanted to know how it all worked. So I loved going there so I could study it a little more and more.
My son does that. He likes to take things apart to see how they work.
I did too.
Put them back together.
Yeah, I started taking things apart when I was a kid. I mean, by the time I was 8, I was taking TVs apart.
My son sees Joshua too, but my son took something apart, put it together in that way, a pencil and something, and it charged my daughter's phone.
Mm-hmm.
It charged my daughter's phone. I was doing in a paperclip. I don't know.
I was doing stuff like that with model railroad equipment. I was taking the transformers and taking the wires and hooking up the battery packs and stuff and doing whatever I wanted to with variable DC power and a voltmeter. I was a little retarded genius. I still am. What am I talking about? I still am a retarded genius. By the way, this is some interesting brew. This is Cherry 7-Up. It's only for the holiday season. I like it when I first drank it.
I like
but it's not all that
7-Up.
great after a while. Yeah, after a while it's not so great.
Cherry 7-Up.
Oh. But then again, I'm also like drinking a half gallon of coffee and a day, and so this is probably tasting kind of weird after all that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. If I get the cough syrup.
Carbonated cough syrup.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If I get the cough syrup. Yep.
Carbonated cough syrup. I'll make a sign for that one day. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, you said you're gonna have to get out of here, and I'm gonna be doing the Saturday Soup Kitchen tomorrow. And like I said, I'm just gonna. But you see what I'm talking about with my birds? They got all quiet, didn't they? Because they know. Oh, there goes Jay. He got. Oh well. I said, oh, there goes Jay. He just jumped up with a big old feather in his mouth.
What part of Florida do you live in?
What's that?
What part of Florida?
Oh, Northwest.
Like
almost right in the middle of the Panhandle.
Jacksonville.
Okaloosa County, Crestview, Destin, Florida.
Okaloosa County. Okay. I kind of know where that's at.
Yeah, it's like I said, almost right slap dab in the middle of the Panhandle.
Right. Yeah. Is it nice there?
Yeah.
Like,
it's not bad.
Right. Like, so I know some people in Florida are not the nicest.
It gets rainy, it gets hot and humid, but it doesn't get super cold.
That's nothing. But I know, like, Jacksonville wasn't the best place.
Oh. Well, this isn't the best place, but it's the lowest place around, really. I mean, there's probably a couple of outer towns that are less expensive than this, but that's what they are, the towns.
Like, I think Jacksonville reminded me of Baltimore City.
Yeah, well, see, Crestview is a city, but it's not a big city.
Right.
Everywhere outside of it is actually towns.
Right.
Until you go south towards the beach to the Gulf of Mexico, then you get into the actual cities where they're closer together, almost side by side.
Right.
But that's because you're getting by the waterfront. But the land values as you get closer to that beach.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, and I'm on disability, struggling, looking into getting a hotel room, hoping to get on public housing. I mean, and me and my dad even talked about this a little bit today. We realized, and I told him, I don't feel so bad about the disability
Right.
income and public housing like I did when I first, started having a job and becoming an adult, because my generation was not afforded the same things your generation were in terms of rights. By the time I was becoming an adult and getting into being able to buy property, you watched it because you bought this property right as I turned 16. We watched this stuff just shoot up like this,
Right.
and I've been a retard. I didn't
I
use those
think
words.
my generation is lazy.
They are. Well, yeah. Well, every generation passed. Every
My
generation.
are mostly addicted to drugs, and they're lazy.
Well, most generations past ours and past are. That's by design. That's what I think welfare and the public school system and government and even the healthcare system is all about now. It's all about just popping you some pills for some dependability, saying all your problems are okay, have all the
Mine's
children you want for
private.
paycheck. What's that?
No, I was reading a message. My Instagram's
Oh.
private. I told you I don't know how to work it. I'll get in and see if I can fix it. Mm.
Okay, well, hey, we got about like 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'd love to keep on talking, but I know you got stuff to do.
I know, you're like me. You're talking till you pass out. All right, guys.
All right. We'll do
Um,
this again for sure.
Yeah. I'd like to try to get on at least once a day. You know what I mean? I just want to put content out
Three
there.
or four times a week.
Huh?
3 or 4 times. I say 3 or 4 times a week is what I could
just wanna put
easily
the content
be
out there. The more
starting off.
content out there, the more subscribers I get, the easier it is to get monetized.
Yeah.
Once I get monetized, I can do a lot more stuff on here and not be flagged and not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and as I get this place cleaned out, and especially once I get into a new place and I'm not worried about the mumbo and jumbo of all this going around on me, and I've got I could just go right down to the store and this kind of stuff. I'll be able to do once a day,
Right.
a lot easier. But right
Yeah,
now,
but I'm not going to promise I can do it, but I want to try. I want to try to at least, 3 4 times a week. I'll be happier. Like I said, it's
That's
easier
what
to do
I'm
a
looking
live
at.
than it is to upload a video.
well, that's what I try to do. I try to do 2 to 4 videos minimum a week, even if I'm not really into it. And sometimes I go a whole week or 2, just 'cause,
Right.
and I try not to do that, especially more recently. But and then when I'm in a good mood, sometimes I put out a video a day. Yesterday, I almost put out 2 or 3. In fact, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 videos backed up, just bird videos. I've got 3 out of 4 or 5 of the episodes for my riding motor repair. All I've got left is to put the deck brake pads on.
Jackie,
And I'm
when
gonna-
I started this, what did I say? Nobody's ever going to see me. Did I say that?
No, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff.
I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be on camera. Remember?
Oh well, hey, it's good for you and for the channel.
Yeah, but actually,
But
I am very
because it builds confidence. I mean, you're doing better now than you were earlier.
I'm very camera shy.
But anyway, wait till I paint my lawnmower. That red Craftsman lawnmower.
That's on my
color.
work bag doing.
Back here.
Look.
Oops. Ah! Hey, look, we can see the TV. Hi, everybody.
Oh, you look crazy. Sorry. But anyway, I want to paint my lawnmower this color right here.
That's bright.
Yeah, my riding lawnmower. I'm going to be riding around town because I ain't got a driver's license.
I gotta go.
My riding lawnmower.
10 minutes. Good night, guys.
Yeah, all right, see you later.
All
Good
right, I'll
night.
talk to you later. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.